We brought Europa Distribution, Europa Cinemas. This is traditionally two workshops which the two associations are doing, but then they get together to talk about audience development and all the challenges around. We brought Katri Oshori, the director of the Israeli Film Fund, to talk about guerrilla filmmaking, the very, very low budget films, and this very good scheme that the Israeli Film Fund has. We brought Charles McDonald's, PR from UK, to talk about something very important, but usually very underestimated in the work of the producers. So it's really interesting. I mean, I think so. And for the Bulgarian producers, we have, and the Balkan producers, we have the presentation of Midpoint, First Film First, a new training program supported by Goethe Institute, which Sofia Film Festival and Sofia meetings will be partnering also. Yeah. And tax incentives panel we have, which brought representatives from Hungarian Film Fund, from Macedonian Film Fund, and from Belgium. It's a great thing to bring them, first to give them a stage to meet together, because the shaking market nowadays, the market is changing, and all the different change in the process have to sit on the table and talk it over together. What are the problems? What are the open doors? What are the new horizons? What are the good practices? It's about sharing, and I think Europa Distribution and Europa Cinemas have to do it together. I mean, we are, for example, the company behind Sofia Film Festival and Sofia meetings. We are producers, we're distributors, and we have a cinema. So we have this experience to observe the different parts of the process from different parts, which helps a lot to see the need for the different levels of the film industry to sit and talk together. But we have also FERA here, the Association of the European Directors, and we're gonna have directors in dialogue. Michal Ryoskam will talk with the young Bulgarian director Pavel Vesnakov about the challenges of filmmaking. Actually, we have a statistic which shows more than 80% of the films which have been presented from the very beginning of Sofia meetings that have been completed. And some of them are very successful, some of them are very good, but not that successful, but quite high rate of completed films being presented at Sofia meetings are around. Just to mention, for example, Thirst by Svetla Tsotorkova, which is a Bulgarian one, which now we are screening in the competition. It's one of those from last year. The Lesson, another Bulgarian one, which also has been presented at Sofia meetings. Our philosophy is that we are like dating agency. We have to do the perfect match between the selected projects and the industry executives that we invite. So the idea is to select good projects with good art quality and with the potential to be developed from the creative part and from the production part, financing wise, and then to match make them with producers' funds sales which can be suitable. And our focus on first, second or third time directors. We started as an event which was focused on the second fiction feature films, but then we just kind of developed the concept. So we said, okay, let's focus on all the upcoming directors, because sometimes even if you have made your second movie, it doesn't mean that the industry knows you that well. So that's our focus, which also overlaps with the focus of the festival, because when we started the competition program of Sofia Film Festival, it was a competition program for first or second film, and still is. And this year we are happy to announce that we have a new partner, New Bujana Film Studios, the biggest two film studios in Eastern Europe, which are presenting the best project Grand Prix with 50,000 euro in services and 5,000 euro in cash, which is quite an option.